Okay, so I want to talk about something real quick. I was online earlier today and somebody posted a video about why do black people hate on Oprah? And this isn't the first kind of video I've seen on online, but uh, after hearing some information or hearing some news yesterday that I wasn't aware of, I wanted to speak on it, especially since I came across one of those other videos again today. So I don't think the story needs too much. Uh, um, you don't need too much backstory to understand. There is a large part of the black community that doesn't identify or doesn't like Oprah. Um, Even though she has done a lot of positive things for black people and African people, I don't know. I mean, like some people just feel like she doesn't sincerely represent the cause or doesn't sincerely identify with African Americans, kind of in a general scale. And it might be people just feel a little bit detached from her because of her status. Like Oprah is, she's pretty much anything she touches. You know what I mean? It turns to gold for her. But in terms of the needs of a people, or in terms of identifying with a people, Oprah isn't she isn't on everybody's top 10 list. So anyway, yesterday I saw an interview with Spike Lee when he did Inside the Actors Studio, and this was a while ago, but the video was still up. And he talked about the difficulties that he was having while shooting the film Malcolm X, the biography film Malcolm X with Denzel Washington. And he talked about like it got to such a point where the cost of making the film exceeded the money that they actually had by the bondsman, by the movie bondsman. So it got to a point where all of the staff on the film got letters, pink slips in the mail, basically saying thank you, but your services are no longer needed on the film. And so this was such a big travesty at the time. Like I don't even know how many people were aware that the film Malcolm X almost didn't make it into theaters. It almost didn't get completed. And Spike Lee said he had to round up his resources, and one of the things he did was he reached out to all of the black celebrities and all of the black philanthropists that he knew um, to try and help him, get this film done, by any means necessary, basically, to get this film done. And he said, he called Bill Cosby. He said he called Janet Jackson. He said he called, oh gosh, who did he say he called? He called several people, and one of those people was Oprah Winfrey. And he said that they all, knowing that they wouldn't get the money back, knowing that they wouldn't be able to write it off on their taxes, they all made a considerable contribution to the film, and they were able to finish the movie. Warner Brothers, um, Warner Brothers also gave a contribution the day after they resumed filming, and the movie was nominated for for an Academy Award, I believe. Um, so after hearing that, I mean, anybody with half a brain knows how important the film was um, to African Americans, but just to hear that Spike Lee was able to round up all of these different celebrities and get them to donate and contribute on a monetary level to ensure that the film gets done. That was that was very moving for me, and I had to kind of look at myself after that and say, well, what is my plight? I'm one of these people who says, I don't like Oprah, but do I really know everything that Oprah has done? And the answer is no, I don't. Some other facts that people may not know about Oprah is that she opened up, or she built from top to bottom, actually. She saw the construction, the completion, and the enrollment of an all girls school in Africa. I believe the school is in South Africa, but I'm not entirely sure. And it's an all-girls school. It's a boarding school, um, and even enrollment into the school is a very rigorous process. The girls have to you know write essays, I believe, or they have to submit scores, and it's very strict. They all have to stay in the school. They can't leave and come back. They have to. It's a boarding school basically, and because Oprah does strongly believe in education, and I agree with that. Education is very important, but it's also getting to the point now where we can't just say as black people that we're about education, because the education system the public school system is failing all people of all colors and all races. So we can't just say that we're about education. We have to be about a specific kind of education. We have to be about an education that recognizes that Black history began before Pan Atlantic slave trade, or the Pan African slave trade. Okay, we aren't descendants. We are descendants. We have slavery in our lineage, but we aren't descendants of slaves. In that sense, we are descendants of kings and queens and thriving tribes and leading civilizations. Okay, that go back 2 millennia. Okay, our African roots can be traced back over 2 millennia. All right. So I don't want to get off point. I want to stay on topic, and I want to keep the video short. We're already at 7 minutes. The point is, I have to continue to educate myself and kind of come to grips with some of uh, these 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 false truths that I held for so many years. And in so doing, I think I will better be able to understand, just what are the needs of the Black community. And I think the one thing I can say is we don't need to be criticizing other blacks. We may not be uniform on how we want to get to prosperity, and how we want to have everyone uplifted and successful, but we do agree that as a whole we do want our people to be better uplifted, better educated, better empowered, and better informed. And so I can't fault anyone for taking steps that they think are going to help us get there. So that's just my 2 cents about Oprah, and I'll keep posting. I'll keep posting things relevant to this and other topics uh, on Black history, or modern Black issues. Okay, so at 8 minutes 15 seconds, I'll stop here. Take care.